You cannot expect the whole country to change for you. I'm not an expert and this is my opinion. I don't want to offend anyone. In Finland, if someone wants to change genders,
this is like a wheelie machine. That's great.
Hello, moi, привет, namaste, ¿cómo está? Hola. I start my day usually by reading the news. I think it's important to stay informed about what's happening in the world. And the more you know, the more you can connect the dots in your head and understand more around how things work. But today, let's discuss about what's happening in Finland in the last few weeks. I will read you 5 different news articles from Finnish media in English, and we can think about them together. I will tell you my opinion on them. Yes, no one asked for my opinion. You can see this picture over here of what people usually tell other people to do with their opinions. To new subscribers, remember not all of my videos are like this. There are different themes and they are not always about Finland. So the articles I will read today to you are the following. Language barriers in Finland, new transgender laws in Finland that are being discussed at the moment. Then we will talk about a very famous TV personality that is now becoming a teacher in Finland, KFC's vegan protest, and Wolt, the Finnish delivery company. By the way, have you subscribed yet? Subscribe and hit the like button. It will help a lot. Okay. Language barriers. Helsinki Sanomat takes up the issue of continuing language barriers faced by many immigrants in the Finnish job market. In a feature article based on a survey carried out during the summer, the paper relates numerous examples from respondents of what they consider unreasonable Finnish language proficiency requirements during job searches. Nearly 550 immigrants responded to the survey, many of whom were actually fluent in Finnish. Okay, my opinion as an immigrant living in Finland, if you move to a country, you have to learn the language. You cannot expect the whole country to change for you.
You're American.
You gotta work on your accent, Pablo.
I have been in discussions where there have been some complaints claiming that Finland doesn't do enough to translate their websites to English. Hey, they are pretty good already. The tax office has an English version, Posti has an English version, many websites has English versions. Do I personally speak Finnish? Not very well, but I work in the engineering sector, so English is the default language and Finnish is not as needed. It doesn't mean that I don't have to learn Finnish. I do have to learn Finnish. Bottom line, we shouldn't complain if we can't find some information in English. Can you imagine someone visiting your house and then saying that, hey, you need to change the color of your toilet brush. I don't like it. Hey, move your sofa over here. I don't like it over there. And by the way, this food tastes like feet. You probably are going to kick them out pretty fast. Okay. Citizens' initiative calling for trans law reform moves to parliamentary committee. Okay, bear with me. This one is a little bit long. Si estás haciendo arepas, se te van a quemar. MPs have referred a citizens' initiative calling for reform of Finland transgender legislation to Parliament's Committee on Social Affairs and Health following a plenary debate on Thursday afternoon. The initiative, titled The Right to Be, received 5,000 signatures required to progress to Parliament earlier this year. Under Finland's current legislation, a trans individual has to provide proof that they have been sterilized before they can acquire legal gender recognition. The Finnish government has been facing mounting pressure to reform the act. This essentially means that in Finland, if someone wants to change genders, they have to be sterilized, which means that when someone changes genders, they can't have babies anymore. A working committee which has assembled as part of the current administration's equality program has already started the process of drafting changes to the existing transgender legislation. According to Yle sources at the Ministry of Social Affairs and Health, the government will present its own proposal to Parliament sometime next spring. Okay, so there are currently 2 proposals. One is a citizen proposal and one is a government proposal. What are the differences? Let's read a little bit more. The content of the government newly drafted bill has not yet been made public, but initial reports indicate that the amendment will only apply to adults. This is people age 18 and over. We know that the bill will exclude people under the age of 18, and a key reason for starting the Right to Be initiative was to address this issue. Kasper Kivisto, chair of the board of TRASEC, an association promoting transgender and intersex rights, said. Alright, so the citizens' proposal affects adults and minors too. The initiative seeks to enable gender to be legally recognized on the principle of self-determination, whereby adults as well as minors can define their own gender. To me, it means that if you are 10 years old and you want to change your gender based on self-determination, which means that you yourself think that you are a boy if you're a girl or a girl if you're a boy, can then legally change your gender. Does this mean then the parents can do nothing? If a 10-year-old boy says he wants to transition to being a girl, the parents cannot say anything because that's the law? Is that what the Citizens Initiative wants? I think I agree more with the government proposal, which says that only if you're 18 or older, then you can change your gender legally. Because I don't think 7, 8, 9-year-old is ready to change their gender legally. They probably are still not fully formed. I'm not an expert and this is my opinion. I don't want to offend anyone. It's just my thoughts. I might be wrong. I'm not an expert on anything, but I think that, you know, when I was 8 years old, 7 years old, I loved the movie Predator, and I thought I could be a predator, and you know, kids think a lot of crazy things every day. And how will that work with the current legislation that exists? Does it mean that someone as young as, I don't know, 8 years old will be sterilized for life if they decide to change their gender? So I guess we just have to wait and see. I don't know. This is a tricky one. And again, this is just my opinion. Next article. Lund University appoints former mythbuster Heinemann as professor of practice. Yes, a mythbuster will be a teacher in Finland. Remember mythbusters from Discovery Channel? It's this guy.
This is like a wheelie machine. That's great.
Lund University campus in eastern Finland has appointed US TV personality and inventor Jamie Heinemann as the institution's professor of practice for a 5-year term. The often beret-wearing Heinemann, currently an inventor and product developer, is likely more widely known as the former co-host of the popular science-based TV series Mythbusters. I'm truly honored by the appointment. I'm happy to help Lund by contributing what I know about technology and business, and I'm looking forward to future projects and challenges, Heinemann said in a statement issued by the university on Monday. Heinemann's 5-year term begins on Monday, so he's going to be working for 5 years, and he's scheduled to visit Lappeenranta. That's a difficult one. I always get confused with Lappeenranta, too many long sounds. Campus on Tuesday. He's going to give his first lecture, Peeling the Onion, how to start prototyping, on Thursday. Hey, this is nice. I wish I was in that class. Should I go back to study? Next article. Vegan chicken lover protest KFC launch in Finland. Kentucky Fried Chicken KFC launch in Finland was disrupted on Thursday when a man calling himself Benjamin announced he was a chicken lover who was there to protest the company's animal rights record. Yes, the first KFC officially opened in Finland. KFC had promised to provide the first in line at the new outlet free chicken for a year. The newspaper Helsingin Sanomat reported that Benjamin had set up his tent on Monday in order to stage his protest under the guise of claiming his free food. Sneaky guy. Clever. I like it. Ihtalehti reported on Monday that the man had told them he was a chicken lover. At the opening ceremony, he started to make a speech, called the occasion a historic moment, and launched into his prepared remarks, which focused on animal rights rather than fried food. To be fair, I believe vegans have a strong point. Conditions of animals destined for fast food are often pretty bad. If you will see those videos, you will think twice before eating a hamburger or eating in a fast food restaurant, and probably in 2 weeks you will forget all about it and again order your double quarter pounder large meal with barbecue sauce and 6 nuggets as a side. KFC record on animal rights has been more transparent than many fast food chains, publishing a report on animal welfare in 2020. On the other hand, the poultry purveyor admitted in the report that more than a third of the birds and its products in the UK and Ireland suffer from foot dermatitis, a painful foot condition that can stop animals from walking properly. No yo, that's not nice at all. We hurt animals to make food that hurt humans. Hey, did you subscribe yet? And hit the like button? If you did, as a thank you, here is a chicken joke. What did the chicken study in university? Economics. And the last article, which is the sponsor of this video, Wolt. I'm kidding, no one is sponsors of these videos. Article number 5. Wolt CEO hails multi-billion euro sale, says it's a very difficult decision. The delivery firm deal is one of the biggest in Finnish business history. Wolt CEO Miki Kuusi says that the delivery company's sale to DoorDash was a small surprise, even to him. The firm's plan was to list on the stock exchange rather than sell up to a rival. Late on Tuesday, the firm announced a deal worth roughly 7 billion euros to sell to DoorDash, representing one of the biggest takeovers ever involving a Finnish company. Kuusi says that even a few months ago he thought it unlikely that Wolt would be sold. This was a difficult decision on a personal level as well, said Kuusi, while wiping his forehead with a 500 euros bill. Okay, the wiping didn't happen, but that would have been funny. The deal made big headlines in Finland, with ministers and business figures praising the company for its apparent success. Wolt will still be operated as normal, by the way, no name change or anything, and the deal was for 7 billion euros. Yes, I said this already. Wolt estimated that the deal will be worth some 600 million euros in tax revenues for Finland. Sanna Marin is happy. Alright, this was the last article. I like doing this video, reading the news and sharing this morning ritual with you. I might do more flash quick videos like this in the future, reading the Finnish news from the past weeks. I don't know, let's see how it goes. Okay, thank you for watching. Moi moi!